In the deep darkness of the ocean, a massive secret that has not felt the touch of a human hand for 300 years lies asleep. 600 meters below the Caribbean, a Spanish galleon is sitting on $20 billion in gold, silver, and emeralds. On top of this colossal wealth, nearly 600 human souls are still trapped today. This is not just a story about treasure. It is a terrifying tale about wealth, greed, and the eternal crisis of who truly owns history. Welcome to Sunken Inside. Make sure to subscribe right now as we uncover the ocean's darkest mysteries. Today we bring you the tragic story of the San José, the world's most valuable and controversial shipwreck. Hidden deep in the Caribbean Sea, this galleon is mired in modern archaeological and legal battles. Listen carefully, because by this story's end, the way you look at treasures on the ocean floor will be completely changed. Our journey begins on the 8th of June, 1708, just off the coast of Cartagena, Colombia. The Spanish galleon, San José, was crowded with crew, soldiers, merchants, and their families bound for Spain. But intercepting their journey, 4 British warships led by Commodore Charles Wager closed in. Wager's flagship and the San José, both heavily armed, steered straight into a fierce 10-hour line of fire. Cannon fire illuminated the night, gun decks burned, and under massive artillery weight, seawater rushed into the split hull. Amidst harsh waves and massive chaos, a devastating explosion, whether a strike or accident, completely shattered the San José. Timber and iron sank in minutes. Out of 600 people, only a handful survived the tragedy. The ship, its immense wealth, and hundreds of souls disappeared into 600 meters of deep water. For 300 years, it became a silent grave, but its sinking sent shockwaves across continents due to its cargo. Ancient records reveal nearly 200 tons of treasure, gold blocks, silver coins, and massive Muzo emeralds. At today's value, this is an astonishing $20 billion, once the essential lifeblood of the Spanish war machine. Destined for the royal treasury to fund wars, this wealth was staggering. But its true value wasn't just metal. Passenger lists included officials, soldiers, and young children. The sunken ship instantly became a mass grave for 600 souls. While fortune seekers hunted the treasure for centuries, the San José remained a silent witness to lives lost to imperial ambitions. In 1982, the story became a legal crisis when an American salvage company, Sea Search Armada, arrived. They claimed to have located the wreck using sonar technology and demanded half of the recovered treasure. Valued at $10 billion, they argued, salvage law entitled them to a share for their high-risk deep-sea exploration. But Colombia completely rejected this, maintaining the San José lay in their economic zone as a protected national heritage. In 2018, Colombian law officially declared the ship state property, regardless of who found it first. The conflict quickly escalated to international arbitration, with the salvage company demanding their contractual rights be honored. Colombia claims sovereign immunity, arguing that cultural heritage cannot be divided for private profit. As the legal battle dragged on, the San José became a symbol of the collision between private enterprise and public heritage. In late 2015, a joint Colombian and U.S. team on board the ARC Malo sent an autonomous vehicle deep into Cartagena's waters. The mission's first sonar sweep revealed a shadow, but high-resolution images soon confirmed it was a significant debris field. They spotted tangled timbers, scattered cargo, and distinctive bronze cannons resting in the dark, silent deep. Researchers noticed distinctive dolphin handles cast onto the cannons, matching archival descriptions of the legendary Galleon's armament. This provided the first concrete proof that the lost galleon, the San José, had finally been located 600 meters down. Sitting far beyond the reach of ordinary divers, only advanced robotics and deep-sea technology made the site accessible. Immediately after confirmation, Colombian authorities classified the exact coordinates as state secrets to protect against looting. The wreck, once a legend, was now a locked vault, fiercely guarded by depth, secrecy, and the weight of history. In early 2024, Colombia launched a new phase, treating the site as a research subject, not a source of treasure. Operating from the ARC Almirante Padilla, specialists prioritized detailed documentation over immediate recovery, using highly advanced robotic cameras and multi-beam sonar. Archaeologists captured thousands of overlapping images, assembling a highly detailed three-dimensional model of the debris field down to scattered ancient coins. Every cannon and artifact was carefully measured, photographed, and cataloged in place, emphasizing the sunken wreck's immense scientific and historical value. The Ministry of Culture framed the project as pure preservation, strictly insisting the site would never be emptied for financial profit. Instead, they focused on understanding the San José as a historical event, a mass grave, and a window into the colonial world. The team published a detailed catalog of over 1,000 objects, all achieved without lifting a single coin from the mud. But on November 22, 2025, the silence of the deep was finally broken after months of patient mapping. A robotic arm reached through the cold water, carefully grabbing a corroded bronze cannon etched with old 18th century Spanish foundry marks. Minutes later, a delicate porcelain cup emerged, its fine glaze still faintly patterned despite 3 centuries of extreme deep ocean pressure. 3 gold coins followed, their surfaces softened by time, but clearly bearing the famous Lima mint mark from centuries ago. The number of artifacts was modest, but their meaning was immense, proving its physical remains could be safely handled and preserved. Reaching the deck, the conservation team rushed items to humidity-controlled laboratories to slow the dangerous chemical reactions that might destroy them. However, by 2026, the global debate around the San José wreck quickly took on a much sharper edge. Voices from the archaeological community accused the recovery team of crossing a very critical line that should never have been blurred. Their deep concern was not just about what had been brought to the surface, but rather exactly how it was done. Critics argued the site's exact context, precise object positions, sediment layers, and subtle historical clues should have been completely documented before any disturbance. Once an artifact is lifted from the mud, its vital story risks being completely severed from the environment that shaped it. For maritime archaeologists, context is everything. The San José, they argued, was not a vault to empty, but a historical record. Removing ancient objects without full in situ recording dangerously threatened to permanently erase crucial evidence that could never be truly recovered again. One unnamed archaeologist put it bluntly, stating they had demanded no changes be made before registering it as a crime scene. The intense debate shifted from existence to access. As Colombia recovers artifacts, the world debates if they are commercial commodities or sacred legacies. Officials stress these objects will not vanish into private hands. Yet the question remains, is the San José a treasure chest or a sacred mass grave? The site's ultimate future requires continued global debate. The critical choices Colombia makes now will set a lasting precedent for every shipwreck discovery. Ultimately, what we decide reveals more about our human values than any amount of gold ever could. Gold is often the least interesting thing here. Share your take in the comments below. Is it right to recover these artifacts? Or should the wreckage be left untouched as a permanent grave? Thank you for joining this chilling journey. Subscribe for more uncharted mysteries, and keep exploring with your dedicated channel, Sunken Inside.